Your Sportsbook, Rudy Gay, Isaiah Thomas, Mike Yam with you. Boy, oh boy, the Knicks one step closer, ending a drought that is more than a century old, a half-century old. New York, 53 years since their last championship. Haven't gotten to the finals since 1999. They are 4 wins away from winning a title. Chips were in the middle of the table. We said, as the Knicks fans, they got to go and get it done. Most impressive thing that you've seen through this postseason, which has just been dominant.
Man, total domination. Them guys came in there with the point of emphasis. They wanted to get to the finals. Last year, obviously with the coach firing, they felt like they could do more, and they got there. You know, this is big. This is big for the league. This is big, obviously, for New York. I know all the fans out there going crazy, son. You know, but it's all good. It's fun.
I mean, you got to give a shout out to them. They're doing their job. They're doing their thing. They're the most dominant team in the league right now. The last 10 or 11 games. That's hard for me to say.
I was just gonna say a little hesitation.
But I'm a show love where it's due, and you gotta tip your hat off to the New York Knicks, the coaching staff, the players. They made adjustments early on in the playoffs, and they've been rolling ever since. They definitely been outplaying what I believe they can do, and that says a lot.
Rudy made an interesting point here. This was a season, get to the finals, and if you don't, it's a disappointment. The fact that they're here at this point, how difficult is that? I mean, this is a team that's been knocking on the door. Last year, certainly, got to the conference finals. Again, weren't able to get over the hump. How difficult is that in the game of basketball?
I mean, it's very difficult, especially when you change coaches as well. Like that hasn't been talked about enough, to be able to still play at the level that they're playing at, and then even throughout the season, it was so up and down to where when they played really well, they looked like the Knicks that everybody wanted to see. And then when they didn't, they was not one of the top teams. So they're rolling at the right time. They're meshing at the right time. Coaches made amazing adjustments. And you got to give a hat off to the players as well. Like Cat, he didn't win Conference Finals MVP, but he's been the MVP the first 3 rounds, just how his play has changed from where he was in the season to how dominant he is in more assets of the game other than scoring.
His evolution has been remarkable in this postseason, and I think it speaks to what we have seen across the board. This is a balanced attack that the Knicks are bringing to the table. Keep in mind, as soon as some of the players, both the winners and the losers, hit the podium, we will bring you those press conferences right here on NBA TV. But let's show you how it all went down. We got to look at this dude, Jalen Brunson. How about Ewing in the background there?
He's locked in,
man. He's locked in, man.
It's like game day.
Which page listen to in them headphones?
Oh, no.
Some sort of throwback in there. All right, the run was impressive by the Knicks. All right, we'll show you the 3-0 run. Shaman, who, by the way, has been stellar in this series. There's Jalen Brunson. See, look, it just continues to pour on. 6-0 run is we're going to add to this total here.
Man.
Robinson with the finish.
Man, this is like at all cylinders. Everybody's just playing free, having fun, man.
10-0 run, Alvarado.
And it's like not the same person. All these highlights is a different person scoring. And if you watch the Knicks bench, every time they score, like everybody's hyped. That matters.
Shaman got it. To your point, IT, I mean, at one point at halftime they show, and it's like 5 dudes with all at least 15 points in this game.
Shout out to Spike and my guy Al Caldoni.
Yeah, I need a jet.
Yeah, we need to get to New York, man. Send the jet. Send the jet, Al. Send the jet.
The 18-0 run. How about this? I was joking with you guys. I said this caps a 20-0 run. Cat the exclamation point. I feel like the highlight could just end here. It felt like it was over.
Oh, good. We spoke about that. They had enough highlights in the first half to go through the whole game.
By the way, that was tied for the 3rd largest run in a clinching game since the play-by-play tracking began in the 90s.
This right here was crazy. This right here.
This is when you knew it was over.
This when you knew it was over, right there. Bam.
There was a couple of those moments, to be fair.
Well, this one was in the second quarter.
Yeah. I mean, you think about these point totals.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
The Knicks are locked in when it's an elimination game or something. What they're doing is historical.
Yeah, well, to your point, against Atlanta in the elimination game, won by 51. Against Philadelphia, won by 30. And this one, 37. I mean, you average that out. 139 points in these clinching games. Is that our average margin of victory?
Man, they are clicking.
Yeah. Oh, gee.
Well, they have a plus 271 point differential in 14 postseason games this season. That's the highest entering the NBA Finals.
It's like, what are you supposed to say to that? Like, you give a number, I'm like, that's not even real.
Yeah, shout out to Rodney for that.
You're going to say, analytically, we're right there. We're right there.
The analytics will tell you this is a Knicks win. They move on.
Take that to Cabo.
19 of 43 from distance in this game. 44% from the floor. I mean, the advantage that this team had. Knicks back in the NBA Finals. First time since 1999. They outscored Cleveland in points in the paint, bench points, fast break points. Trust me, it wasn't close. Mike Brown is now the third coach in NBA history to lead a team to the NBA Finals, which is certainly impressive. Cavs later beat, by the way, beat the same team to reach another NBA Finals, Cleveland. They got swept 4-0. Here's Jalen Brunson after the game.
Jalen, your teammates always talk about how you make them better. Just how have they helped you become this conference finals MVP?
They give me the confidence. They let me be me. I think most importantly, we all believe in each other from top to bottom. It's an honor to play with them, honestly.
What are you, Jalen, what are you most proud of about this group collectively?
Resilience. I think that we've been able to stay focused, stay composed. It starts at the top of the organization. It starts with Mr. Dolan, front office, coaches, all the way down to us. I mean, like I said, from top to bottom, it means something.
Congratulations to you, Jalen.
They're playing great basketball. You know, you just gotta give them credit. They're playing. They're on a heater. They're in a groove. Just got to give them a ton of credit. Congrats to Mike and their staff. And you know, I don't want to go like and detract from our, you know, what we've done this postseason. You know, I just I think sometimes you got to give the other team credit for playing great basketball.
Why do you think ultimately your group came up short of reaching the finals this year?
I don't, you know, I'll tell you what didn't help was losing those 2 game 6s. You know, haven't been in this, you know, kind of a long time and seen this before. I think you have to take advantage of those opportunities. And the way the scheduling's set up in the league, and you know, that's a whole nother topic I could go off on. You get on a hectic schedule, and that's not to say, oh, we win those games. You know, we beat the Knicks. I'm not saying that, but I think it gives us a better chance. But I think the density of the frequency of the games, that never had 2 days rest, you know, the whole deal. You know, played a part in it. Definitely, I'm not going to say that's the reason we lost, but we would have had a better chance. I think we win, you know, we take care of business in those game 6s. I think that's the, if I have one regret, that, you know, 2 regrets, I guess you'd say.